Hey friends, happy Memorial Day to you. I hope you are enjoying a day with family and friends and maybe a picnic or so. Let's be mindful of our freedom to enjoy those sorts of things and to be able to live a life of freedom. There are people who made the ultimate sacrifice for us to be able to have that picnic today, or to be able to play with some art today, to be able to have the freedoms that we enjoy in the good old USA. So if you see a veteran today, you say thank you, or if you see someone enlisted in the military. My Memorial Day has been spent doing a lot of choring around the house, doing some cleaning up. I did go to the market, so now I'm finally kind of getting settled and being able to do a bit of art for you guys today. I'm wearing a bracelet that's in my shop. This is a 3 bracelet stackable. She features a little fairy on her, and also a little surprise, because this is a little, what do you call these things? Dragonflies right there. A little dragonfly on this bracelet. It has hematite, a lot of Czechoslovakian glass, a lot of German glass. So if you're interested in this little bracelet, go to my Etsy shop, Tammy Brackett Designs, and check her out. I'm recycling some plastic pieces today. I try and keep everything out of the landfill, even out of the recycling bin. If I can make something out of it, then it usually does not go in the recycling bin. Today it is bread tags. I'm working on some bread tags. And that's what these are. They're wonderful to use as tabs in your junk journals, or in your journals or art journal or whatever. The first thing that I did with these, and I'm also using an old gift card that had kind of become really gunked up because I was using it as a spreader, and it had just kind of, when I tried to use it as a spreader, it kind of, the paint on it kind of crumbled into what I was doing. And, you know, I love accidents, but that was not a happy one. So I am recycling one of my little spreaders, and that started out as a gift card. The first thing I like to do with these is I like to put just a little bit of white paint on them. And then whatever I do to them, the white paint helps, like the media stick. So if I decide that I want to add, you know, some painty paper to them or whatever, or if I spray them, or if I decide to do, you know, some more paint to them, then this white acrylic really does give them a nice tooth in order to stack more elements on top of them. I like to use the Craftsmart, this paint, and then I like to spray my bread tabs, whatever you want to call them. I like to spray them on one side, but not on the other. The other side, I just added a little bit of paint to. I just kind of, I don't use a paintbrush. I just kind of put the paint on my mat, and then just kind of squash it around. If you guys do this, please be mindful of using a heat tool with these little bread tags, because the heat tool, if you get it too close, it will, and I did this on a couple of them, it will warp these little ends right here. And you might want to clip them off. I'm just going to use mine as is. I'm going to put them in this little junk journal that I did in a previous video. But I wanted to kind of let you see how I do these. I'm sure there are 50 billion different ways to do them, but I like to take some very small stamps. Now, my sister got these really tiny little stamps for me. This one says dream. This one has a key. This one has a bird on it that's really pretty. This has the word love. And then this is just like a little swirl. Love that one. And then this is the word shine. And this, I really don't even remember where this came from. So after you finish your bread tags, let them dry, and you need to let them dry. Either use the heat tool, but be careful about using that heat tool, or just let them air dry and play with them the next day. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to stamp these, and because I want to use them like this, you know, I think I'm going to use all of mine at the side of my pages, you know, at the side of the page and not at the top of the page, but you can determine how you're going to do that. All right, so I'm ready to stamp these. They've dried significantly. I've sprayed them, I've painted them, I've just really had fun with them. I like to leave one side plain, like I said, and one side decorated. First thing I think that I'm going to attempt here is this awesome little tiny key, and I'm really inking this up real well. And you might have to experiment a little bit with your ink pads. This is a rather old ink pad. It's one of those archival ink pads, and it's super old, so I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. But let's do a little stamp here. Let's see how it turns out. There we go. And I love that. I love the black. You know, that kind of. I wasn't very persnickety with my little stamp there. All right, that one turned out well. My stamp pad's working today. I'm having a good stamp pad day, y'all. This is the word dream. So I think I'm gonna attempt, I'm not sure if it's gonna go that way. Let's make it go this way. Let's see how this one comes out. And this is all trial and error. That one turned out really pretty. I'm keeping some scrap box paper over here and just kind of using the stamps and just stamping it. You know, when I finish using my stamps, I'm just stamping the rest of the ink on there. All right, so we've got those two done. I think this one, I'm going to try one of these little swirls. And I don't have my acrylic block out, so we're just going to kind of wing it, see what happens. That's pretty. Worked out good. Alright, let's try. I think with this one, I would like to try the bird. This is really one of my favorite stamps. It's such a simple image, but very effective. Oh yeah, that one turned out great. Okay, drag my paper over here and get rid of that. Alright, let's see, we have not done the word love. Try that. And it's kind of up to you whether you want to finish the other side of these or just leave them plain. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. I've got this one. I love the word shine. I'll do that here. Right. Just that image. It's awesome. Okay, we've got a couple more here. You can also doodle on these if you want to just take a black pen and do some doodling on them. That's cool too. I might try that as a matter of fact, because I kind of like a heart for one of these. These are little Pigmescent Sakura pens. This is a rather fat one, so I'll see if I can't do a heart here. Swing a heart. Okay, looks very nice. Alright, we've got 3 more to do. I'm really kind of liking this swirl thing. kind of puts you in a frame of mind about tossing things. I'm also not a person who's going to keep everything. It clutters my head. I don't like clutter at all. And if I have too much to work with, I can't decide anything. So then art stops being fun. I think the fewer supplies you have, and I know that I'm speaking some sort of horrible blasphemy here, but for me, that works. The fewer things that I have art supply-wise, the better off I am. And that's why I like to, I really do like to keep minimal supplies. I just think that's a more effective way to work. Your thinking process doesn't get so cluttered when you have less to make a decision with. So there we have it, y'all. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that you will make some little bread tags of your own. This also works with tea tags. When you buy tea bags and you have those little tags on top of the tea on the tea bags that you have to take off. It also works really great on that. Let me scoot these over, and then let's put a few in here. This is one of my favorite pages ever. I'm going to put a little bit of glue down, and they're like really simple to put down. I think with this one, I'm going to use one of these super cool swirls right here. And you are going to have to let that dry, okay? And it looks cool from either side. You can, like I said, you can decorate that side or you can leave it as is. Now, let's see. Okay. Maybe this one. Let's do the dream right there. It looks like it would fit. I'm going to have to let it dry, but I wanted to show y'all how these, will fit in your journal. And they really are just super cool little tabs. So I hope you guys will try this. It is like a lot of fun. It's one of those really simple projects, but it does keep stuff out of the landfill. It's one of those junk elements that is fun to play with, and they turn out so super cool. Okay, guys, thanks for joining me, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.